Sandman Studios of Alaska presents Legends of the Werewolf Hunter, Book 2, an anthology based upon the works of Brian P. Easton and the Autobiography of a Werewolf Hunter series, featuring titles by Jessica Bilderman, D.L. Snell, Basil Sands, Amanda Rogers, Rob Pegler, W.J. Pittman, Matthew Baugh, Tom Brannan, Sarah Lunsford, and Miles Booth. This book is narrated by Basil Sands. Introduction. You've heard stories about bands that put legendary amounts of work into certain albums. I feel like this book is that album for us. We worked on these stories a lot, going back and forth over motivations of characters, authenticities of timelines, and the finer points of werewolf law in this universe. Then we had the idea to take things a step further and drew links between some of the tales, subtly referencing people and places here and there between stories. The first Legends of the Werewolf Hunter was a pleasure to read, as those stories were sent in by each author. Putting the book together was a smooth process, and when the work was done, we had a volume that I can honestly say was better than what I had hoped for, and I started with high hopes. This volume is darker, the subject matter denser, and the authors stretched the limits of what can happen in the WHU. Some of the writing styles and devices used are unconventional, pushing to convey feelings that cannot be expressed through simple storytelling. Some of the choices of settings are very distant to where Sylvester and Michael have done their hunting. Not one of these stories can be labeled as a classic werewolf tale. This is a collection of hunts gone wrong, of blurred lines between who and what is doing the hunting, and characters that pay prices far beyond anything they signed up for. None of these stories are pat. No tale here will leave you with a win. Brian Easton's work has always lived along the edge of Nietzsche's abyss, and that shadow permeates this book. This is the sort of collection that will hopefully challenge you as you read it and stick with you after, whispering for you to flip back through the pages as tiny details filter up through your memory. And that's exactly what the writers wanted it to be.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?